While Japan and the United States were looking the other way, China quietly became the world's top car maker. It's a remarkable story. As recently as the early 90s, China was nowhere on the list of significant auto producers. Its tiny car sector made fewer vehicles than Mexico. The world's biggest automakers were Japan and the United States, supplying vehicles with names like Toyota and Ford to buyers around the planet. And if you didn't buy Japanese or American, you bought European, Germany, France, Italy. They hold the spots behind the market leaders. In fact, that had been the situation since at least the 1980s and was maintained all the way into the present millennium too. But in 2000, China quietly crept into the chart behind the market leaders. Then look what happened. By 2011, China had not only moved to the first place, but was making more cars than Japan and the US put together.
John, it's a hard question, but of all the models of all the cars in the world, particularly clearly from Germany, I mean, which one do you think that the Chinese consumer is particularly excited by right now? Which new model launch, which brand, Porsche, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, etc.? Which one of those do the Chinese really want to see come to China?
Last year, China made 27 million cars. That's as many as the runners-up, United States and Japan and India and South Korea, put together. As Chinese car makers began their meteoric rise, Japan, the US and Europe were not worried. They said that the Chinese were selling poor quality cars to their own people, and no one outside China would buy one. But then there was another twist. Chinese cars were actually becoming quite good. And the government was seriously committed to encouraging a switch from petrol vehicles to making electric cars. Now the Japanese, in contrast, had a massive hit with hybrid vehicles like this one and decided to put most of their energy into such cars. But China's gamble paid off. In the past 3 years, they were making high quality, good value electric cars and exporting them to Europe and to Latin America, just at the time the governments everywhere were providing encouragement and subsidies to motorists who switched from petrol cars to EVs. So exports grew, more than doubling between 2020 and 2021. Car magazine reviews everywhere now note that Chinese electric cars cost on average $13,700. That's 1/3 of the price of German cars. Even the Times of London, whose staff may well be unparalleled in their hatred of all things Chinese, admitted to readers that Chinese electric cars were remarkably well made and good value. What about the dark politics? As the global business community has seen repeatedly, the US can do massive damage by simply instructing the media to badmouth any successful Chinese product as national security risks. But we haven't seen that at any scale yet in the vehicle industry. China has already become like a major electric car supplier to the world. So it may be that the Chinese EV sector is already too big for a US takedown. For the sake of the planet, let's hope so. Peace.